You know the majority culture and their incessant need to be polite. History loves to talk polite, girl. They'll say African American. They'll say black. That hard B. Black. You can't just be black. You know what I'm saying? They have to be black. They'll say freedmen. They'll say indigenous, right? But I want to be perfectly the fuck clear, okay? Every one of those words was created to box people in. That's the vocabulary the system gives us. So we would spend all this time arguing inside their categories instead of telling the truth. And this is the motherfucking truth. Colonialism convinced nations to separate their darkest members into servitude. Period. I'm gonna say it again. Colonialism convinced indigenous native nations to separate their darkest members into servitude. That is how it goes. That's the template. Everywhere you look. The Cherokee, the Seminole, the Choctaw, the Chickasaw, and the Muskogee Creek. All the damn way to Australia, to Latin America, to the motherland itself. It's the same story. The dark-skinned kin become the expendable class. I'm not denying the slave trade diasporic story. I never would. Africans were purchased, they were shipped, enslaved, and all of that. But at the same time, dark-skinned Creek people, people of the fire, people of the clans, the green corn dancers, baby, they were reclassified as slaves, quote unquote, because colonial eyes couldn't stand their fucking faces. Once you turn those angular features, those broad noses, those stout bodies, once you turn that dark shade into just a sentence, you can dispossess a people for damn ever. That's why the Dawes Rolls split us up into by blood and freedmen. Not to clarify shit, but to completely erase systematically, baby. If your skin was lighter, you could be Creek by blood, right? If it was darker, you were Creek Freedmen, right? The Treaty of 1866 promised equal rights. The paperwork of 1898 stole it back. And that goddamn lie stuck. But here's the cognitive dissonance. No, the dissonant cognition. We keep using their words to describe our wound. Black, freedmen, African American, even indigenous and multicultural. All of those words, all of it is compartmenting language. It's built to keep the colored peoples of this planet from ever seeing ourselves as one body, fractured by shade, by color, girl. Because once you name the damn lie, once you embody it, once you reiterate it, once you multiply it in your speech, you start to collapse that shit in your mind. You know what I'm saying? You start asking yourself, why? You stop asking for inclusion. And at the end of it, baby, you start demanding recognition. Look at my great-grandma, Martha Nero Runnels. Her face tells that story. Beautiful broad jaws, broad hips, broad nose, angular lines, stoutness. Okay? Beautiful. I would say maybe dulce de leche cream colored beautiful black woman. The same body type that they would call, mestizo in Mexico, or black in America, or aborigine in Australia. That same body colonization always marks us as disposable. That's not that's not coincidence. That's not by chance, bitch. That's the fucking program. From the top, okay? So let's be adults about this, y'all. Let's be explicit. Like that porn you can't turn off, okay? The issue is not whether Creek Freedmen get citizenship cards. I don't even care about that. Couldn't give a damn. The issue, baby, is that colonialism, because I done got hot. Colonialism. What the hell is colonism? Colonizing taught nations to exile their darkest kin, to split actual indigenous autochthony by color, girl, and y'all still being tricked by that shit. Please forgive my immodesty, because y'all already know how I do. This is the real truth they don't want you to see. This is Black Dandy 322.